What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Civilization 5 60 plus Civ AI only world battle. It is very exciting. There's so many Civs competing at the moment. There's no real clear way of judging who's winning, which obviously, you have to speculate a bit more, which makes it more exciting. There's plenty going on as well. We just saw Germany not fall, but lose Berlin, which is pretty big. They're still here in Hamburg, in northern Italy, sort of Austria kind of area, but we'll see if they can survive or will they fall. Obviously Italy very divided between 4 different nations at the moment. Quite a few parts of Europe are pretty divided. You've got Anatolia between the Ottomans, the Huns and Russia. Obviously this is more than one country, so it's kind of hard to say, but yeah, quite divided, particularly in Italy and Turkey. Got some crazy stuff going on with, I don't know what's going on here. Everyone's taking damage off each other. I know Arabia's fighting Egypt. I think Burundi might be fighting Egypt as well. And Mercuria are just sort of watching. Japan pieced out with Korea and did not lose anything in that one. So that's good for them. They avoid any issues. Oh, Polynesia may actually grab this off the Inca. Not sure if they will, but there's a chance. Also, did the Inca not settle this? It looks like an Incan name. Oh no, they took it off the Mayans. Okay, never mind. I was going to say, looks like an Incan sort of name. But no, must have, I think they took it off the Mayans, pretty sure. It's not a Polynesian name either. Siam is fighting back against Indonesia. Don't know when that one... Did that just never end? Did it start again? Guess it must have just never ended. I mean, Siam didn't have any boats last time. They now finally do. I think Indonesia should be fine, as soon as they send some more units up and don't do anything stupid. India sending more settlers this way. Arabia's out here too. So there's going to be some easier cities for someone to grab if they want them. Maybe in Australia, although I don't actually think they can go in the deep sea yet either. Kind of embarrassing. Although their cargo ships are, so surely... They don't have any frigates though. So maybe a lack of iron? Something like that. I think you need iron to build a frigate. So that could be what's going on there. The Jar... Not making too much of a dent into the Seoul just yet, although that's a little bit more. We'll see if that falls. Mongolia's still not really doing anything. They're just sitting here enjoying themselves, having a bit of a rest. Oh, there we go. This wasn't planned. I hadn't noticed, but it looks like the Sioux will finally maybe conquer a city off the Aztecs. Just one, but that's better than nothing. They needed something. They needed a victory of sorts. This will be one. It looks like the Corral will hold on to their capital. But yeah, the Iroquois finally did some more expanding, grabbing an island and Central America. Egypt v Germany, they can't quite get over there, but nice try, Egypt. I want to see how well Egypt do. It'll be interesting. India goes autocracy, ditching Brazil, leaving them on freedom by themselves. Normally India does go that way, but not this time. The Iroquois complete the Prora. Nice wonder for them. Not one that I've ever got, actually. Germany and Russia pieced out. Didn't even know. Well, I think I forgot. But there we go. And Mongolia joins, which doesn't matter too much. It's only going to be... Most likely, Greece failed when it was owned by... No, it was always German. Greece failed before. So, I don't think they'll take it. So it's probably going to be Poland that grabs Hamburg. And then it'll probably set up quite nicely for Poland v the UK once Sweden maybe dies to both of them or something. That would kind of be... Obviously it depends what Spain get up to. They've rebuilt quite a few units, some tercios. They've got to watch out for Mali, which is something else altogether. Spain has actually just attacked Germany with the help of Indonesia. But yeah, Poland is the big one we're looking for. The UK gets artillery. That'll be a scary time for Sweden. Obviously they have plenty of boats as well, and they can leave some of these cities pretty unprotected, although they have to worry about the Iroquois, I guess, maybe coming over. Although that said, the Iroquois, most of their boats can't go in the deep sea. The frigates can, but the galleasses can't. The Khazar, again, not super important. This is such a huge amount of land for one city. Berlin was quite big as well. But yeah, if someone takes over this, that is going to be a huge change in scale. I think Attila could probably just about... Okay, no, he'd probably go up to 2 or 3 if he took this. Not first, just on the basis that... And Mongolia as well. They wouldn't go first, because the Iroquois, people like that, who are probably winning, have a load of sea tiles, which are counted. So they're going to have an advantage from land that, they're not going to be contested for this, whereas Khazar, every tile is worth a little bit more. This last few small gaps in the map filling up. There's one here. There's a few at the very top that no one's that interested in. Although that's new from Mongolia, so they were interested in it. There's a little bit up here, which again, probably no one will settle in. And apart from that, there's a few gaps around Spain. They're just sort of, I don't think you can settle in them, but they are there for some weird reason. But the rest of the maps are all completely full. I don't think there's anywhere in Africa with an open tile. It's very congested. Probably the most congested area on the whole map this series. For once, Australia's got some open gaps. They could probably got one more city up here if they wanted. Arabia has also gone autocracy. It's starting to emerge as sort of the leader. And Poland has pieced out with Egypt. Interesting. It looks like Poland may actually be attacking. Oh, Britain is definitely coming through and doing some damage. Maybe that's what happened here. Some of these cannons. Maybe Poland is at war with Germany. I don't know. Maybe they were. Maybe I missed it. I don't know. I thought they pieced out last time. Who's doing well for score? 500 for Arabia. 580 for Egypt. 700 India. 1,200 Iroquois. 500 Russia. I'll just pick out some of the interesting good civs. Mongolia 578. Inca 517. The Huns have got 576. The Maya 557. The Mayans, I thought score's obviously not a good judge. It's ranking the Mayans, who have one city above Sweden. Okay, fair enough. Spain, Ethiopia, Brazil, not doing too well. Indonesia, Poland. Okay, so no one else has got more than 600. Oh no, 700 for England, 1,000 for Mali. There we go. I was getting a bit nervous then. That maybe the front three are a bit further ahead than I was giving them credit for. Mali, the UK, and the Iroquois. But like I said, we'll be doing a vote on the winner as opposed to a info addicts, because we can't use it with the 60+ mod. So that's fine. I will basically, if you haven't heard before, maybe you've forgotten, there'll be 7 votes, I think it is. So the first vote, I'll give you the civs that I think were 10th, 9th, 8th, and 7th, and you'll just vote who came 10th, like who came last out of these 4, and then I'll add in the one that came above that position. So I will pick the top 10, but you can sort of choose, if you want one random civ to win, and you all unanimously decide that together somehow, that's fine, you can do that. If you want to go to that level of effort, I'm not going to stop you. It's not going to be a perfect vote. It's not a life and death matter. It's fine. But yeah, I will make sure that the 10 best civs, or what I think are the 10 best, go into the top 10, and then from there I'll pass it over to you guys, so you can pick a winner and everything else. Obviously, bear in mind the final vote would be vote for the winner, not the loser each time, as it was in the previous stages. But that's 102 turns away yet. Plenty can happen. Burundi just pieced out with Egypt, so nothing really happened there. I wonder if Mercuria would give it a go. We'll see, it's kind of a big border, which is the issue, but if they grab Thebes, Memphis very quickly, that'd be game over, wouldn't it? Egypt wouldn't have much left. You can just piece out there, rebuild, and hit them again. Pretty big win. Parthia pieces out with Siam. They've not done much. It's the second time I've used them. They did very well the first time. I can't remember which game that was, but they did very well. Maybe it was an Old World AI only. It was a long time ago. Either way, I just threw them in there to try and, we're so close, the perfect balance. I think North America is just maybe, where we could have done with a couple more civs. Texas, California, and America, Canada doesn't load on this map, which is obviously annoying. I turned them on, put them on, they just didn't spawn at all. So that's obviously an issue. But yeah, I think if you maybe just stick in another civ somewhere, and I think obviously the Shoshone and the Sioux spawns. Maybe next time I'll move the Sioux further down here, and then I might cut the Mayans or Aztecs and just have one. That might be the plan. Although then this is a lot of space, isn't it? I don't know. I might cut the Mayans, have one of keep the Mayans, just have one of the Aztecs or Texas, Maybe bring Florida back and put them here manually. Keep America, just out of hope. They seem to make the Iroquois stronger. I feel like if I didn't put them there, they wouldn't get taken out and the Iroquois wouldn't be as aggressive. Maybe move the Sioux down a bit. Or up a bit, I don't know, one or the other. And then, obviously the Chinook in California, as normal on the west coast, is normally enough. But yeah, that's it. That's one thing we got left to stop. I think we've found a good combo for Africa. I mean, we're probably a bit too harsh on Africa. You know, I would have liked a few more powerful civs to come up. Maybe you know, I would have liked Zulu. Civs like the Zulu in this game, specifically. The Zulu, Burundi, to have probably fallen by now. Songhai and Benin, you know, they're not really playing a huge role anymore. And have more of the powerful ones going at it. Obviously, Ethiopia's pretty safe up in the corner. So I won't say them, but yeah, that would have been a bit cooler. But I think we're getting there. We're getting towards the perfect balance point. I'd love to have a game one day where I just think it's perfect set up. Obviously, the AI can do a whole load of random stuff and mess it up, so it doesn't matter. Cape Town. Oh, Mali. Oh, wow. What the heck? Okay, well, didn't see that coming. But Mali captures Cape Town. For a minute, I was like, surely South Africa's dead. And obviously forgot that the cities keep their names. But there we go. Don't know really. Didn't see that one coming, but a new approach from Mali, and they take over a new bit of territory. Interesting. Definitely wasn't expecting that. Thought Rhodesia would have been able to defend themselves as well. Bit surprising. Mali not really using their planes. They are the only civ to have them so far, but they seem pretty unconcerned about that. They're not using their little early advantage. Siam did adopted autocracy, okay. Burundi pieced out with the Songhai, nothing happened. Yeah, I don't think the Siam will be grabbing this off Indonesia. Korea's in the modern era, it's a bit more surrounded now, but they're still clinging on. Imagine if Samoa takes it instead. I don't even know if Samoa are involved, but that would be quite funny. Australia's here, so maybe the World's Congress has been founded. I'm not sure it has, but we probably wouldn't know. I turned off the notifications for it, so it's probably just skipped us, and it is actually there. I didn't really think of that at the time. Or maybe there is a chance some random civ has not been met by somebody. Like Parthia is probably is impossible to actually get to. In fact, thinking about it, yeah, that's probably it. Someone hasn't met them. They are the obvious sort of civ. There's a few others that won't have units going around the whole world, like after the early game. So yeah, actually, there probably is a good chance. Not everyone there isn't someone that's met everyone. I mean, obviously, it's only now really possible because some of them have got deep sea sailing. I mean, the Pacific's still pretty sparse. There's lots of empty gaps. But yeah, maybe it hasn't formed yet. There's a good chance, to be honest. Pretty good chance it's not formed at all. Plan. What is the plan? I'm thinking about the turn timer. Timer? Like, how long will we keep going at the normal pace? I'm thinking like till turn 225, and then I'll speed it up. Do an episode 25 turns later, another one 25 turns later, another one 20, and then we'll be at the end. That's kind of the plan, I think, because it is getting slow now. I can understand. But at the moment, there's still lots going on. No one's left any complaints just yet, so there you go. Of course, feel free to complain if you want it to speed up a little bit. But just bear in mind, you'll miss out on the details if you do. Yeah, I'd say maybe 225, which means like another week or so of normal, and then we'll speed it up for another week, and then it'll be done. Then we'll have to pick a new one, a new game, try to figure out what we're going to do next. I'm tempted by 60 Civ Europe to just have another crazy one, but instead of like last time in the short battle I did Europe only and cut off the other regions. I'll try and fill those regions with mods where possible. Let's do one more turn. I was caught. There's 20 seconds left. I was like, do I do it? Let's just do it. It's fine. Bit of extra. How have the Sioux messed this up still? Oh my goodness. Please. This is so bad. How have they not taken it yet? Ridiculous. Sorry. That was a terrible time to yawn. It's only 2 o'clock in the afternoon, so that's a good sign. Right, so Russia, what are you up to? You doing anything? If one of these four just did something. 5, Poland, Russia, the Huns, Khazar, Mongolia. Like, I guess the Shah are in there as well. That might be a sign. Mongolia moving everything that way. But yeah, if like one of them was to just win against another one, you could start a snowball sort of effect. Maybe there'd actually be a winner. And I mean, obviously Russia and the Shah, in theory, have the advantages there. They're on the edges. I mean, well, actually, I guess then you just could say Poland. Because I don't think Poland would be invaded by Sweden. So they could throw things at Russia. I guess Attila could as well, but his units are sort of awkwardly spread apart. He's still, I think, trying to attack Parthia as well, which isn't going to plan. Korea went autocracy. I swear that happened like 2 turns ago. Oh no, that was Japan. Sorry. They're both over here. They're next to each other, okay? It's fine. I clicked over here. Maybe it was Korea just a second ago. But either way, they're doing fine. They're clinging on. Songhai peaced out with Spain and survived, so they're just still here. Quite a big chunk of land. Same with Benin. Not much going on for them. I'm surprised. Oh wow, Mali has battleships. That is quite an advancement in technology. The Iroquois has the numbers, Mali has the tech. I think that's the way this game's going right now. Question is, when are Mali going to do anything with it? Okay, that's what I was expecting. Mercuria versus Egypt breaks out. This is probably going to be quite painful for Egypt. I just think Mercuria is a bit more prepared. They've had some time off from wars. Egypt have like very few units. Mercuria might be able to very quickly grab Thebes, Memphis. That's not going to be a good look, I'm afraid, for Egypt. But we'll see how it goes. Maybe it could start some other things. I'm sure Ethiopia would love to invade Mercuria if they could. Same for the Congo. If they get a chance, even the Songhai could probably grab this city if they were quick. So they will have their eyes open. Obviously Mali, if Egypt starts to get really weak, I mean this area is pretty much open for the taking. If Mali wanted it, although Mali's not got that much stuff out here either. Most of their stuff's towards Spain in the form of boats, but with planes obviously that is just such a huge advantage. We'll see if the Sicilies even try and take something back. Probably unlikely. Britain has also entered the modern era, so they're I would say keeping up, but they're not. We saw some other civs enter the modern era this episode. India was one of them. What's Arabia up to? Not too much. Not been sending their stuff this way. I don't really know where it's going. Oh, there you go. Called it. Mali versus Egypt breaks out, and okay, everything starts coming across. That's got to be a bit scary. Artillery, planes. Yeah, this is probably going to be the end for Egypt, which is going to be pretty big for the future of the game, because obviously Mali and Britain are probably going to meet somewhere at some point, like for size. Not just size, but like Mali will probably start to break into Europe through Spain or Italy or somewhere. So it's going to get quite interesting on that front. And obviously, you've literally got this like triangle. Mali, the Iroquois, and the UK. I don't know, weird looking triangle. But it's one of the triangles like a straight line here, and it comes up to that corner in there. Not a full triangle like that, but one where the 2 points are on the same side. I don't know what it's called, okay? But yeah, you kind of got this weird... They're all going to be very close to each other. It's going to be very interesting once they can all go in the deep sea, all have planes, all that stuff. But that'll be it for this episode. So as always, if you have enjoyed, be sure to leave a like and a comment down below. Be sure to subscribe as well if you're new to the channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.